Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTAS episode is Growing Pains, which a title like that you would think Poison Ivy would be the bad guy of it, but it's actually Clayface. It is kind of spoilers, but like, if you recognize voice actors, it's really not. Because like pretty much, I couldn't really remember the plot of this, but the second I heard Clayface's voice, I'm like, oh, it's Clayface. Um, so it starts off. There's this one little girl, and I mean little girl. Like she looks like she's 10 years old. She's like walking through a dark alley, and then these bikers. They had to be like 18 plus years old. They're like, "Hey, cutie, what are you up to?" I'm like, "Oh man, I'm immediately uncomfortable with this episode. Why did we start out like this? Like, you could have made her look 16. You could have made her look 17, 18, 19. You made her look like a 10-year-old girl." And they're like, "Hey, sexy, what's up? You wanna get with the bad boys? You wanna like, no, fucking shut up, dude. God damn." So Tim, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of all of you." And my God, he does. He like, you think how he's moving? He was fucking Damian Wayne, but at one point he like takes a 4x4 and like fucking chucks it like a damn spear, and it smacks into a guy's face as he's like riding towards him on his motorcycle going like 20 plus miles an hour. I'm like, that's a dead man. Or if he's not dead, he has brain damage. Or he's in a coma, or like, so like, you don't just get up from like that is a very injured man. Another one, he like takes a trash can and throws it at the an approaching guy's motorcycle, and he goes like flying off, and like he's just beating the shit out of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were creeps and totally deserve it. I'm like, God damn, dude, leave Batman something. Um, but it's really weird. So he's trying to chase down the girl because he wants to help her, and then he sees the bat signal in the sky. So he goes to take care of that, and I'm just like, does Tim just like go on patrol by himself? Like, Batman, what are you doing? Like, he does. They do confirm that, or at least Gordon said, because Robin, he's like telling him when they meet up that he was thinking about this one girl, and Gordon's like, teenagers, am I right? I'm glad Barbara's out of that phase. And I'm just like, okay, Tim looks like he's maybe 11 or 12 years old. So, with that teenager comment, I'm just going to assume he's 13 years old. Batman, you are going to let a 13-year-old boy run around Gotham fucking City, like the most dangerous city in that earth. Like, I, don't get me wrong, Tim can handle himself. Like he showed against those bikers, he most certainly can. But still, like, I I don't know. So, uh, Robin, he gets to where Gordon and Batman are, and they're looking over security footage of this new thug in town. He's very big, very menacing looking. They're like, I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he's been roughing up a whole lot of people lately. So the next day, Alfred, I get he's taken Dick, or not Dick. I keep thinking of Dick Grayson, but Tim Drake. Tim Drake. So he's taking Tim somewhere, and out of the corner of his eye, Tim sees that one girl that he met from the other night. So he's like, Alfred, stop the car, and he's like, I can't. I got to take you to whatever. He's like, all right, well, Tim's taking a break. Robin's coming out, so he changes into the Robin outfit and ditches Alfred. So Alfred calls Bruce in like a shareholders meeting and be like, hey, just letting you know, Robin's out. So yeah. So he follows that girl and chases after her. He's like, listen, I just want to help, but just tell me what's going on. And she's like, I've been chased by this man these past few days. And oh shit, there he is. So the man comes up and he starts talking. Like the second he starts talking, you're like, oh, that's the actor that plays Clayface. That's Clayface. So he's about to take uh, the girl, and then Batman steps in. Robin also names the girl Annie because she has like amnesia and can't really remember anything that's going on. So he sees like the Raggedy Ann doll that another girl is holding. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'll call you Annie." So I'll just refer to that as for now on. So anyway, Batman shows up and he's kicking the thug around, and the thug tries to run away. So Robin's like, "Come on, let's get him." So he tells Annie to wait right there, and Batman and Robin are on the scene trying to chase that guy, but he does escape. Um, then when they get back to the scene where Annie was left, she's nowhere to be found, and there's a dirt sample that Batman takes care of. So Batman's like, "All right, let's get this back to the cave and we'll analyze it." And Robin, he's like, "Well, what the hell? What about Annie? We can't just like leave her on her own." And Batman, super rational, he's like, "We have no idea where the fuck she's going, Tim. Like, we can go to the Batcave and study this material and maybe learn more about this guy, and then we could get a chance to find Annie. But like, Gotham City's a big city. Like, we're not just gonna find her." So Tim's like, "Well, screw you, Batman. I'm gonna do it anyway." So he goes off on his own, looking around all these places in Gotham City, and he somehow finds her. As big as fucking Gotham City is, he finds her. It's like find a needle in a haystack, and the hay is the fucking like dome of the world's biggest football arena. I don't know what it is. I'm not a sports guy, but find that one needle in that big of a stadium, and that's what he fucking did. So they get to talking, and she remembers that there was a lighthouse where she was at. So they go to there to like some kind of, I don't know, the Gotham City lighthouse. I don't know. So uh, back at the Batcave, Batman, he finally identifies what the substance is, and he's immediately on his way. Beforehand, Alfred, he's like, "Hey, you keeping track on Tim?" And he's like, "Of course, I've got a tracker on him." And Alfred goes, "Oh, you treat him like such a kid." I'm like, that is the smartest fucking thing you could do. Like, I feel like the whole Bat family needs to have a damn tracker on them. Alfred, Dick, Barbara, like, all of them should have trackers on them. Not because, like, oh, I don't trust them. They might be up to something that I gotta spot. Like, there's fucking psychopaths all over Gotham City. I think it is crucial to know where anybody is at any given point throughout any time. So I don't think he's treating him like a kid. I think he's treating him like a fucking liability in the world's most dangerous city. So yeah, Batman, he's on his way to find Tim. So as Annie's slowly remembering things, she remembers that she came from this like factory. That was like her last memory. So they go exploring in the factory, and then in the pipes where they used to get into it, they find Clayface. Surprise, surprise. Which I'm pretty sure this takes place right after he gets disintegrated. When he was like slowly, like his body was slowly breaking apart, and he like kind of disintegrated into the ocean. So apparently a factory nearby was dumping these chemicals that somehow fully restored Clayface. So that's why he's back and better than ever. And my God, like his powers, he is just phenomenal. Like he can like throw a brick wall at you and just like keep expanding. I'm not explaining this like well at all, but like he can make kind of like more of himself. Like so so regular Clayface, he could like turn his hands into big mallets and like smashing one. This one could like do the same thing but extend his arm like 50 feet. So his clay is a lot more breaking physics, I'll say. It just doesn't, I don't really know how it works. It just does. So you find out that the girl, she was created by Clayface because he wanted to see if it was safe. So for whatever reason, he somehow gave a part of himself this consciousness to I guess look out for, but it sometime along the way, that part of himself just didn't know what was going on. It was just this little girl trying to escape everything. It kind of falls apart if you think about it, but it's fine. It's whatever. So the chase is on. Tim and Annie, they're running away from Clayface. Eventually, Clayface gets a hold of Tim, and Annie, she sacrifices herself to save Tim, and then she gets reabsorbed back into Clayface. So uh, Tim, he like is throwing batarangs at Clayface, and one of the batarangs ricochets off him. I don't know how the fuck, this is a new power. He throws a batarang, and then Clayface, he like pops uh like a steel like a steel panel in front of him, and it just ricochets right off. I'm like, Clayface, when the fuck could you create like stuff? Like, you are Clayface. Like, you can't just make steel. Like, it doesn't work that way. So um it then it ricochets and it hits this one drum that is like some kind of industrial solvent. So he's like slowly melting him, and he keeps like throwing batarangs, and it's pouring more and more on him. And then Batman comes in, and he's like, Tim, no. So then I can't remember how exactly it happens, but the solvent starts to catch on fire. So Batman, he grabs Tim and he gets him the hell out of there. And there's a big explosion, and then Clayface is knocked out, and he's captured by the police, and then yada yada the end. So yeah, weird episode. I do kind of wish they like the Clayface with the daughter thing. It was very intriguing, but like when he just created the daughter and she got her own consciousness, that's when it kind of lost me, because I'm like, if it's a part of him, why doesn't it think like him? Like, why isn't not like, I don't know. It's just really weird, the fact that he could just like create life kind of, but it's still a part of him. I don't know. So rating wise, Tim was obviously the star of the show. He, like, pretty much any scene he was in, he was a badass in this episode. Which, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. And then the one girl, I was invested, but then not invested. And then Batman, he's just pretty much just a dad in this episode, just a loving, caring dad. But yeah, rating wise, trying to think, it's not 7, not 6, not a 1 or 2. So I'm debating between 3, 4, and 5. Um, it's just an okay episode. I'll just screw it. It's right down the middle. It's 4. It's whatever.